Hello and welcome. Welcome to Reimagine Life Phase 4. Today on day 5, we will focus on creating neural pathways to support your vision. Now, in Phase 4, we have been exploring some important topics that will help you to rethink and redesign your future. So it starts with building or having a new dream or a big dream for our changing world and your changing world. Then we are focusing on beginning to think about ways to achieve it or manifest it and explore intentional thinking to redirect your thoughts in a particular way towards your vision. When you have intentional thoughts more throughout the day, instead of just random thoughts popping up, then you begin to train your brain to go into some ideas that you would love to explore. And you're going into the energies of manifesting it, living it, being it. So when you do it with all of your senses, it becomes more real for you, and you begin to notice in your physical environment things changing. And when you have a vibrational resonance, then manifestation happens. So today we will take it to the next level and explore creating new neural pathways in your brain for your intentional thinking to support your vision. Okay. So what does that mean? Every time you have a thought, from scientific experiments, we know that your neurons fire. And for anything, your neurons are firing, connecting, exchanging data. So if you have a thought about a particular topic, now if let's say 70% of your neurons fire about and connect you with empowering thoughts and references that happened in the past and connect you with success, abundance, prosperity, and possibilities, then it's easier for you. If only 20% of your neurons support it and 80% fire and connect with, oh, look at that event, it didn't work out. Look at that thing, it didn't work out. How can you do this? Look at all these references in your life. It's not going to happen. If 80% of your neurons are connecting you to those events and those life experiences, then it becomes more difficult for you to manifest what you desire. And then you give up, and then you start to doubt yourself, and it builds up and builds up. So we will focus on changing it with intentional thinking. So the way I've designed the process is you pick a topic first. First, just think about a priority. And then in your mind, think about a best case scenario. So go through some of the steps. Okay, for this priority to come into this reality for you or for you to manifest it, first step A needs to happen, then step B needs to happen, C needs to happen, D needs to happen, and E is where you manifest. Keep it simple. You don't have to go through the entire details. So for example, let's say you want to buy a new home. Let's pick an easy example. You need to find maybe a realtor or somebody who can help you. You need to find some listing. You need to visit. You need to have your finances in order, and you need to go through the closing process, and then you move in. Right? If you're somewhere already that and you want to sell the house, that's another process. So, but that's the whole life cycle. So in that way, in a similar way, keeping things simple, think about some steps that need to happen for you to go from point A, where you are now, to maybe point E or G, wherever that may be, where the manifestation is. Now, when you design that flow, and this is something you can do after the class by being more specific. When you design that flow, run through that scenario again and again and again. If every single time it's very different, then you're not building up the same pathway. So what I would like you to do is start to almost like going through the process of repetition and run through the scenarios in your brain, in your body, in your heart again and again and again. So the moment you think new home, neurons are firing and you're automatically going through the steps. And more neurons are going to join you. More and more empowering thoughts will be flowing through you as you keep building it up. Okay, so sometimes you may have, known people or seen documentaries about people that when they had nothing, they had a vision, and they may have written something down or wrote themselves a check, an imaginary check, or put a picture of their home, and they dreamed about it every day. They run through the scenario every day. So you're doing the same in a more scientific way, but when you are adding more holographic tools, you can actually boost the process much faster. Okay. So let's play with the exercise today. I will ask you to pick a priority first when we start, and then start to think about it. First, dream about it. What is it that you are looking for? And then begin to have your thoughts around it. What are some ways to manifest it? So that's your intentional thinking that, okay, I'm going to get in my car, go here first, then go there, then go here. And after I'm done with these 4 or 5 things, I'm going to come back home. That's the whole cycle, right? If you're doing grocery shopping, then that's what you're doing if you're going to a store. So have that, uh, built in your mind. And after our journey and processing today, spend some time to solidify the path. Then you can keep repeating it again and again and bring more of your feelings into it. It's almost like you are entering that new reality where this is true, and you're running through the simulation. So you create a vibrational resonance with the reality or the option that you desire. So as we play with these energies, you will automatically start to think about more and more ways of achieving this. And then as your neurons fire, you are connecting more with empowering thoughts and ideas, and it will happen for other areas too when you begin to shift the one area. So when that happens, you can actually speed up the process of manifestation. Without resistance, manifestation is easy. Remember that always. With resistance, we have all these things showing up that we need to deal with, and then sometimes we don't complete or follow through. Sometimes, we change midway. Sometimes, we doubt too much and it doesn't happen, or we delay the process. So let's play with the idea of creating neural pathways or enhancing neural pathways for your success for a particular vision. Let's begin our journey and processing today. Gently close your eyes. Focus on your heart. And begin to breathe in and out. Let's bring up spiraling earth energies from the center of earth and allow these energies to come up through your lower chakras and your feet for grounding. Let's bring down the spiraling rays of the sun through your higher chakras and your crown. You are inside a vortex between the earth and the sun. Allow the energies to spiral through you and notice your sensations. Let's now pick a priority. What would you love to manifest, or what would you love to experience? Think about the end results that you desire. Think about the best case scenario that pops up for you. Let's focus on your intentional thoughts about the manifestation process. Think about a few steps that can take you to where you would like to go. What may be the first step, and the second step, and the third step? Let's keep it simple. Have a few steps as pillars to guide you, and the last step is your manifestation. Let's run through the scenario in your mind. Let's take about a minute just to solidify the steps. Notice the steps in your mind. Now begin to run through them again and again and again. Stay on your path. Go through the steps one by one. And you can run through the whole scenario in about 15 seconds. For the next few minutes, just keep running through the scenarios again and again and again. Allow your neurons to fire and connect you with empowering thoughts. And your intentional thinking about this particular priority becomes a new pathway for you. In the background, I will bring in some stellar energies to give you a boost. Simply keep going through the process in your mind. Let's breathe in and out deeply and gently a few more times. Allow the energies to harmonize for you. Let's come back to your present moment. Rub your hands together and gently open your eyes. Welcome back. So today, I will give you our first homework, our own work, I call it. Let's look at your top 3 priorities. Now pick some things that are important for you for the next 1 year. It could be for your, a longer term too, but at least for the next 1 year or 1 to 3 years. So look at some priorities, at least 3, and begin to outline some steps. Yeah, so you know what you wish to manifest, the end result. And then where you are, and you know that. And then what needs to happen in the middle. You don't have to be too logical, but look at some options that A, this needs to happen. B, this needs to happen. C, this needs to happen. D, this needs to happen. E, this is the manifestation. So it could be a simple process. It doesn't have to be a 99-step process. That's too complicated. Simple process that you can run through in your mind within 15 seconds. 15 seconds is a lot of time. When it comes to like all these billions of calculations happening, per second, or is it trillions or millions? I don't, sometimes I get confused, but there's so much happening in your mind, in your brain. Have this outline set so you can run through the scenarios again and again and again within 15 seconds max. If it's less, then it's even better. If it's within 10 seconds, that's great. So 10 to 15 seconds max. So let's do 3 priorities. And on day 6, we will focus on running some of the energy vortices of these priorities through your neural network. So let's play with these energies. Let's solidify 3 steps or 3 priorities and the steps around it, and then just begin to play. Practice throughout the day, and in the background, you can also run some of the holographic tools like Restoring Our Abundance, Liquid Love, Restoring Our Magic, or whatever ones that's appropriate for you for your idea or vision. So thanks for joining. Have a magical rest of your day. Let's keep playing. And remember, I'll check your homework tomorrow. So play.